Hey, in today's video there will be some work on my V8 Miata, some of Bozo's RX-7 and some other cool stuff too. But first, let's start a video with a certain delivery. Good morning, people on the internet. The package came from Likewise. And this is not what I expected, to be honest. We had a contact with the boys from Australia from Likewise. They do amazing looking shifters. The boys actually contacted us and they asked if they can send us a package. And I was expecting to have a package with like 1 or 2 shifters. Not this, just look at that. So many things, and actually this is just so high quality. It's so detailed and just beautiful. Beautiful, no?
Ja bym powiedział brzydko, ale nie mogę, wiesz? Bo ci to utnął z YouTube'a.
So like these two are the same, they look the same, but this one is very lightweight, this one is aluminum, and this one we think is stainless steel because it's way heavy. Apart from the shifters, as you can see, we got a bunch of different threads and adapters so we can have a shifters in any car. Okay, we start the day with moving this thing, because we're gonna work on it. I mean, sort of.
Kurwa, ty. Jeszcze jednego agenta trzeba. Krzysiu!
Okay, so the situation with this car is, the last time the car was on the channel, we removed the intake manifold because, as you can see, we got the new hood for it. And we want the hood to close properly, but obviously the engine is too tall to close the hood. That's why we removed the intake manifold and we tried to reshape it so the hood can close, right? And at the moment the situation is, we had a friend that came here and scanned the whole top of the engine and 3D printed a sample of a new manifold, which is here. This is how it looks. This is 3D printed piece, and this is basically, this is roughly the shape that we need, but to have a similar size as before, it's gonna be shorter, but it's gonna be wider, so there is a same amount of, you know, space for the air inside. So this is what we came up with, and now Adam is gonna make this from steel. Let me show you. So we had cut the plates, the bottom plate and the top plate of the manifold. This is a stainless steel sheet, and the sides we're gonna make from piece of pipe and a piece of elbow pipe here. So basically what Adam did today morning is he took a couple of these and a couple of these, he cut them, he welded them together, and now we have this. So this is the bottom part of the manifold that stays on the engine. Then we're gonna have the bottom plate that we cut. Then we're gonna have the construction that Adam made from the pipes and the elbows. And then, as you can see, the hardware is inside. So in order to bolt this on, we're gonna have to have a couple of them little pipes running inside through this part of the manifold, all the way to the top. And then there's gonna be a top part here, and as you can see, these holes through here, we're gonna have to bolt the whole thing to the bottom. So this is the plan, and now all we need to do, now all Adam needs to do is take all of these parts and weld it all together. So Adam welded the whole new intake together, and in the meantime Philip came to pick up the Miata. Okay, now the deal with Miata is, when we were going to Lublin to do ladder arches, which was covered in the last video, I was speaking to Philip and we were talking about the short suit drift event that is happening on the beginning of May. And Philip was saying that he would love to go and drive, but he don't have a car ready. So I offered him my Miata to take it because, you know, I have this Miata, it's been standing here. I cannot drive all these cars at the same time, so there's no point of them standing. I can just, you know, borrow them to my friends. So what we're gonna do now is we are waiting until Adam will finish welding the intake manifold, and in the meantime Philip arrived and we will load the Miata onto the trailer and Philip will take the Miata home. He needs to change the seat positions and do a little bit of work on the car to set it for his, you know, comfortable position. So let's put the car on the trailer. Philip, what are you planning to do with my car?
Oil change, new tires. I will finish intake manifold. What else I need to do? I need to finish hood mounts.
Yes,
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you, Sunny.
No worries. We loaded the car on the trailer and Philip left with the Miata. He's a great friend and he helped me in the past on many occasions, and I'm very happy that I can return the favor and do something for him for once. Okay, tomorrow we are leaving to Japan and I need to start packing. But before that, I want to show you one more cool thing. It's the time for Bozo's RX-7 to get out of the garage for the first time. So! But the excitement didn't last too long. A co się stało?
Po pierwsze to jest klamka.
Co?
So this is my door handle. My battery wasn't screwed in and I forgot about that. And it hit the fuel pump.
Oh no!
Now the benzene is leaking and I am holding the plus from the battery. So if I gonna touch something with the plus, like battery, and
You're screwed.
be a spark.
Fuck, okay, wait.
Man, really?
No, musiałbyś wziąć
drugiej strony?
baterię.
Kurwa. I wanted to exit really fast because there was benzene at the back and I was like, fuck, if it's gonna start the fire, if fire gonna start,
Yeah, you need to
I will
move.
be fucked up. So I thought, okay, let me run. I tried to open the door and the handle broke and I am like, I guess I'm gonna burn.
That's fucked up, man.
My car was caught in fire almost.
Almost. Can I show it? What happened? So you see this battery,
It wasn't strapped in.
it's not strapped in, so when Bozo turned, the battery fell down here and hit the cables that goes to the fuel pump, which is just next to the battery. As you can see, it's still wet because the fuel pump then started to leak. And then the battery cables were not attached, so it was very close to have a spark. And if you have a spark next to the fuel leak, well, okay, let me get some shots. It's good to see this car outside because I personally saw it outside once when you bought it. And since then, obviously, it was standing outside next to the garage and then it was inside the garage. But since then, this is the first time I'm seeing this car outside. Oh, Kitten.
Hello.
Bozo, how was today's ride? What would you describe it?
It was crazy until I turn around with the hydro e-brake. I have like all my tools at the back, and when I did this, basically all my tools, this battery, everything at the back was like, and I was like, what the fuck, my wheel fell off. And I am like looking, oh no, it's only broken fuel pump, so I'm good.
Okay, what did you do for the last 2 months with this car? Because like you've been spending, so when you guys were watching us working on the Skyline, on the Lada and on everything else, Bozo, you could always see Bozo in the background working on this piece of beautiness.
Watch your mouth, man. For the last 2 months, I did the, how is it called, the lamp montage?
The headlights bracket?
Yeah, the headlights bracket. Thank you, mister. The headlights bracket, I fixed the hood. We had to remove the floor completely and weld it again. because the seat wouldn't fit because the floor was like a ramp, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you know. And I was basically fixing all the trash stuff that was in this car, like all the issues. Man, the list is so long, like it's really hard to say everything actually. I was fitting the body to the car, but you cannot see it right now because we still need to paint it, we still need to do some stuff. For the next 2 weeks I am planning to actually sand the whole car, primer the car.
What color is it gonna be? Cheeky question.
Cheeky.
Yeah,
You will see.
you'll see. Nice.
Okay.
Should we fix it?
Yes.
Co ty mówisz? Pojechałbyś na Nightride? Kurwa.
O, diesel. Nie wiem. You know them classic old Mercedes cars for old people.
Nic nie widzę.
Now we can take a picture and it looks like you did the burnout. Ej, zrobimy teraz fotę i teraz wygląda jakby to zrobiło burnout. This car is slowly transforming into something very special, but the list of the things that needs to be done is long. So leave some nice comment under the video for Bozo as a motivation to keep going. Okay, the situation is, today's Tuesday, tomorrow morning we are flying to Japan. Another time we're gonna go to Ebisu, another time we're gonna be drifting our beautiful Kokot. This one. So some things are the same as before, but there are some different things this time. First different thing is this one here.
Dzień dobry.
Adam is going with us to Japan, and we also have a mission. Same as the last time when we were going to Japan, the mission was to change the body kit on the car, paint it, put the livery and just refresh the whole car, which we did and which was awesome. It's covered in a video. If you guys haven't watched it, you can go watch it. This time, we're gonna upgrade the car mechanically. We have a whole bunch of parts here, which we're gonna unbox now, and we'll show you everything that we plan to do in a couple days in Japan.
The best what we can get. You cannot go over it.
Yeah, we cannot do better than this.
Nope.
Okay, so I think let's just unbox everything and then just talk it through.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so everything is pretty much here and I'll just quickly go through and show you what is what. Starting with this. So this is Odessa CNC hydraulic e-brake with a Wheelwood master cylinder. Since we bought Kokot, the e-brake never really worked. We tried to fix it last time, but the whole brake system is not the best. So we decided to go with hydraulic e-brake. We always get them from Odessa CNC, our friend, and this one we will connect with Wheelwood master cylinder to make sure it works properly. Here is angle adapters from Odessa CNC as well. This is the prototype that I'm running on the White Mark II and I really love the feeling, so I'm just taking these as a spare. If anything happens, if anything would break, I would just have a spare in the car. Now the next big thing that we are taking is ECU Master display. Because in Kokot, since we got it, we never had anything that would tell us what temperature is engine running, what's the oil pressure, nothing really worked there. So we decided to use one of our favorite products from ECU Master. So this would show us all the temperatures, all the data and everything that we need to know while driving the car. Next, to spice up the interior, I'm taking one of the likewise gear shift knobs. This one has a similar color to Kokot, so it would fit. And now the last but not least, the biggest upgrade of them all, which is a Garrett turbo. This is the newest version of Garrett G25 and we are gonna put this one in cockpit instead of what's there now. If you've seen the previous video from when we bought the car and when we drove it last time, the biggest problem with this car is the turbo lag. It's crazy, the car doesn't have any power until 4,500 RPM. The turbo is very big and it just doesn't work too good. That's why this should change this car completely into something that is way easier to drive, way more predictable, and in general just a smoother, nicer car to drive. We are also changing the wastegate. You might be surprised why there is 3 of them. We just don't know what size of a wastegate we are running at the moment, so we are taking all 3 just to check them and we're gonna use whichever would work. I'm super happy that we can use super quality parts from Garrett, and this is made possible by Motoremo Performance. That's why the stickers from Garrett and Motoremo are here. We're gonna put them on the car as well as an appreciation gest for both Garrett and Motoremo Performance. Motoremo is a Polish company that sorted us out with all the Garrett components and we couldn't dream about better partnership than this. Because by installing the quality parts, pretty much the best on the market, we can make sure that everything would work good and we wouldn't have any issues and any second thoughts, which would be the case if we would go for some cheap turbo and components. Also, one more thing to say about the turbo. This is one of the hot sides that we have. We also have a bigger hot side. We are gonna try both and then at the track we're gonna decide which hot side we want to run. The theory is that smaller hot side would make a turbo spool quicker and would be more responsive, but the bigger one would make more power. So we are not sure which one should we go for, so we're gonna put this one on. It's mounted on a V-band here to the cold side on the turbo, so it would be a very quick and easy job actually to take this one, put the bigger one on and then test the car again and make sure which one would work better with our engine. Okay, this is it. Now I need to just pack this in my suitcase. We're gonna spend the rest of the day pretty much packing, getting ready, and tomorrow morning we are leaving to the airport and we are flying to Japan. So, I guess, see you tomorrow. So we flew to Japan, our favorite place on earth. We have a mission to do a lot of work to our Ebisu car to make it better, but all this will be covered in the next episode. Okay, and this is it. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.